Allah, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bracket the Howell, Bracket the Howell Shah, Bracket the Howell, Bracket the Howell Shah, Bracket the Howell, Bracket the Howell Shah, the water, above, called Kadash. I'd like to give double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone that teaches truth, 100% truth. Do a quick lesson. I was watching a brother's video, I forget the name of his channel, but he was going into, actually a couple brothers' videos. They were going into how the women be going off, you know, how they're not our women, you know, a lot of our women are pre-programmed. And this is nothing new because this goes all the way back through many of the scriptures. All the way back from Genesis, from Eve going off, to Job's wife, to Lot's wife, and so on. And like the brother was saying, a lot of our women, they don't trust the system. They don't trust the process of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. They damn sure don't believe in their men, which is supposed to be lords over them, and they don't believe in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. They trust in Esau's system, the women of this time, you know. Like I said, the women are hypergamous, so they go to the highest bidder. You know, we're in the lowest state in our captivity, so our women, by them being hypergamous, they go towards, you know, those who are ruling or in charge. Those who pretty much have the money or the substance. And right now, Esau, he's in charge, he's in power because Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem has put him in power. And, you know, many of our women, you know, they go against anything that, you know, Jake tried to tell them or Jake tried to warn them about. They go the opposite way. So if you really want the woman to go one way, you better tell her the opposite, and then she'll go that route. Because they're not going to do what, you know, we try to warn them about or whatever her man try to tell them. And this is done a lot through them being programmed through the system of Esau Edom. You know, you find in a lot of marriages, you know, where the women rule the household, and all this is done and it's been set up by Esau Edom. You know, he gives her that power because once you tie that knot and make the state a third party, then he automatically puts her over you because she has the power seat in that relationship. You know, she's the one that she knows she has the upper hand once she goes into that court system. If she files for divorce or file for child support, or, you know, she's gonna naturally get the rights of the kids. And you're gonna be begging the courts to be able to see your kids. And they understand this system. They understand how it works because Esau gives them that power. And anytime, you know, they have a problem with their man and he don't obey or agree with anything that she has going on, all she got to do is raise hell, call 911, and get Esau involved, you know. And she can make up any story, any lie, and 9 times out of 10, she's going to be the one that's going to get benefit of the doubt, you know. There's going to be a trial right there at the house a lot of times, or wherever the confrontation is going on. Once Esau shows up on the scene, he's going to be the judge and jury, and a lot of Jakes end up getting deleted, you know, doing this process, man. So our women are pretty much our enemy. You know, Esau has programmed in their heads. You know, you see a lot of these so-called these social media sites where these women groups, they get together, they group up, they speak badly about the men of our nation, you know. And a lot of them, you know, they on the side of Esau white supremacy. You know, they're side on with them, you know, over their men. You know, it's hard to make sense of it, but it goes all the way back to the curses, man. The Lord said our women's going to be like that. You know, it's part of our curses. Same way as we cheated and turned our back on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, he had our women do the same thing to us, you know, because we were disobedient. We went off. It goes back to Adam as well, because the Lord had put in a power, he has put in a structure where Adam was supposed to be over Eve, you know, but yet he let her listen to the philosophy of these other nations and go back, and he listened to her, and they both became naked. And we're talking about naked, they both had no covering because of Adam giving in to the giving in to his woman, Eve. But that's pretty much it. I just want to kind of hit that point, man, that our women are not ours. You know, they're pre-programmed. They're programmed to destroy the men, destroy our nation, and we're going to get Eve back, you know, on the other side, especially here in Babylon the Great. But, I mean, there are a few Eves out here, don't get me wrong, a few, not that many, that's in Babylon the Great. But, you know, we're spread throughout the four corners of the earth, so our women are all over. So a lot of these places, in these so-called third world countries, man, you find a lot of proverbial 31 type women, you know, who've been raised up in families and who stick to the strict doctrines of the Bible, you know. So with that being said, man, all praise Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. Pray this lesson edifying with that. Say shalom.